Hey, drawing class, thanks for tuning in. So yesterday on Monday, I did post part one of this week's assignment, and that was to watch and review the correct way to draw a human face video and follow along with the masculine and the feminine face. That is required. I would like you to submit a photograph of your work. You don't have to do that before this, but it is one of the requirements. So this next part is going to take the bulk of the next 2 weeks. We're going to be doing our original character creation project, and this is part one. And we're going to talk about how to draw a proper human with correct proportions, because there's a lot of things people do wrong, and they don't even really know it. So I've got my paper landscape, and I'd like you to try to do this as best you can with your own materials. If you've got a sketchbook, that's fine. If you've got, computer paper, drawing paper, that's fine too. But you don't want to draw this too small, and you definitely don't want to draw it too big. So this is just a standard sheet of printer paper. Now, so this is the first video out of 3. So here we go. Now, when you start drawing a human, there's a couple things you want to keep in mind. First, I'm going to start with the head up here. Now, I'm going to draw this head towards the top of my paper like this. And I'm not going to draw it too big. I'm just going to be really loose with my pencil. And the human head, as you know, is in the shape of an upside-down egg, meaning your chin is a little pointier than the top of your head. Don't worry about making that absolutely perfect right now, but just something to keep in mind, okay? Now, I'm going to call these guidelines. I'm going to draw 2 guidelines from the top and the bottom of this head over to the right side of my paper. And then in between these guidelines, try to keep them consistent all the way over. I'm going to draw another one. And I don't need to make this, a perfect upside down egg, but I do want to make it the same height. Now, just for learning this for the first time, we're going to draw 7 human heads stacked on top of one another. You are approximately 7 to 7.5 human heads tall. So whatever the size of the top of your head to your chin is, yourself, your middle school body is 7 to 7.5 heads tall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to number this one number 1. And I'm going to draw, and I'm going to try to do this consistently. I'm going to try to draw 7 of the same size shape. They don't need to be perfect. They don't even need to be really head-shaped. Just, these ovals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, that's how tall my character is going to be for proper proportions. So this, number 7, the bottom of it, if I draw a line over here, that is the ground. So that's how tall your character is going to be. They need to be 7 to 7, and we're just using 7 because it's a nice even, or it's not even an even number, but it's an easier number to work with than 7.5 right now. But it's a good number to work with. Okay, so that's part 1. So go ahead and draw your human head shape, draw your guidelines, and then draw 7 heads stacked on top of one another. Just like that. If you have any questions, please ask in the Google Classroom.